Good morning. Happy Monday morning. Happy first real day of fall here. It looks like it's going to start raining. So welcome to Dana's Daily Doodles. I wanted to show you one thing that I do to save a decent amount of money. So I have my mom's older coffee bean grinder. So I do one of these filled up, which is about 2 scoops. So that's ground up, and I keep it, put away the beans in a container to keep it fresh. And then in here I have a mixture of coffee grounds that are good quality coffee grounds, and then a less expensive coffee ground. And then I put about, let's see, 3 to 4 scoops. So this ends up being about 5 full scoops, I'd say, altogether with this size. And mixing it with fresh, expensive beans and a good coffee ground saves a lot of money. I'll show you the brands I use. Okay, my hair was still wet, so I went in and got that brushed out. So what I do is I use something like this, and then I put it together with one of your favorites, which might be any, major brand that has a little bit more of a flavor that's enhanced in it. And then I just keep it in here, and then I mix it. So this needs some more put in here. So let me grab a little 1/4 cup scoop. So I had put over the weekend the Better brand in here. So I'm just going to scoop some of this out of the can and put it into this container that keeps it fresh and right next to the other coffee. Don't quite fill it all the way. So get a good stirring utensil. Get it just moved around in there so that it mixes in with the really good brand. And you will save, with how much coffee is right now, you're going to save a lot with that many scoops that I put in. So I just do the fresh beans. I mix these good coffees, give that a few scoops, and it is really good. So that's a little shortcut there to save. This is the bean I use that you might really like. And it's about, I got it for $28, so it lasts for the whole month. So not too bad when you're mixing it with the other. This is the container. I just put it in here. Keeps it nice and fresh. Most of the time it will all fit, but if you have a little bit left over, no worries on that. Ooh, look at that. It's going to be a great day. Oh, that smells good. Shake it down. Okay, perfect fit. I'm going to prep a salad for tonight, and I have this much onion, so I'm just going to chop all of it, and it will be ready for any other kind of dish I want to add some onion into it. And why not just get it done right? So we'll just get this chopped up. And I'm going to put some of this into the salad tonight. So because I need to use the salad, even though the weather changed and it's pretty cold, I might have to put a warm sandwich with the salad. And I'm going to show you what I got. Okay, so this is chopped up, and we can put this to the side actually in this little onion keeper. So we'll just get this in here and save some out for the salad. Don't make too much of a mess, but we all know that we could use this. I do have one of these. Look at that. Perfect. So we could do that. That makes it nice and neat. And I was going to show you a little trick. I think I'm just going to keep all of the onion in my keeper for now. Put it into the salad when I go to make it, so it doesn't get anything kind of wet in your salad. So before I make the salad, I was going to show you some ideas. If you have some cheese, go ahead and just cut it up and put some into your salad for some protein. And then I have this turkey, and this one is really good, 11 grams of protein, so I can cut this up and put it in my salad. If you're just feeling like a salad night, make it easy but get your protein. So I bought this big container, and I mean, this container is almost $4, if you can believe that. So sometimes if you just want to use the container it came in, check it every day after you take your portion out for your salad that day, and keep a paper towel in it to keep the moisture off of the lettuce and the spring mix, and then flip it upside down. So this way it'll keep better. So let me put this away. So this is the amount I took out, and I went through it. You know how you always have to go through it and make sure there's nothing that looks bad. And I put a paper towel on the bottom. And this is a very old Tupperware bowl, so it might not be the prettiest, but it's holding in there. And if I'm 60, I got that when I was probably 24. So 25, 35, 45, 55. So it's 30 years plus. Okay, so I'll put that one to the side. And I wanted to show you this little trick, if you like it. Look at this and how handy it is. I saw people doing this and I thought, hey, clever. If you have a lot to chop and you're prepping and you have a large cutting board, just set it up next to where you're washing, and it makes for an awesome chopping area. So I pre-washed these strawberries that I also got at that big box store. And this one here, you can see the bad part. It's really bad, so I got to throw it away. And then this one just started to go bad, so I can actually save half of this one. And I got to really cut it down, but I don't want to waste, but this part is bad. So get this out of that container. Get these strawberries out of that container, because you will have a fully rotten strawberry container. It'll take about so many hours, and that bad one will create all of them going bad. It's like it spreads and just that yuckiness. But wash them good, put a little vinegar on them if they're not organic especially, and soak them for about a couple minutes, rinse them well, and then I wash them at the day of use. So there's about 10 more that are unwashed in the refrigerator, so those will stay, because you don't want them all damp and wet. And so then these I'm just prepping for tonight. So I'm going to give them one more rinse. Isn't this cute? This little colander was like $3, and I don't normally pick stuff up in the grocery store, but it was in their dollar aisle. Lo and behold, $3. And I've had it for years. So this will be kind of like our trash area over here. Where'd my sponge? I just use the sponge because I'm carefully protecting my sink area down here because it gets banged up so easy. But fruit and veggies aren't going to hurt anything. So this is a cucumber I got yesterday from the veggie stand, and it's so awesome. She had zucchini, tons of cucumber. She had the most beautiful fresh purple garlic, so now I have fresh garlic that I can use, and it won't go bad because it's cool. This kitchen gets extremely hot, so even in my garlic keeper, the garlic can go bad quick. So I use garlic during the summer. So now back to real. I do both though. I do both. Okay, so I just take the skin off, as you can see, and I'm just prepping for this evening. And really, this will keep for a couple of days, so if you don't use it all, you have it whatever you like in your salad. And of course, you know how it is, you can't really open up a avocado beforehand. Okay, and then we have the onion on the side, and then I'm going to put into the salad, because it won't hurt anything. I will put in this green onion, cut that in. I think I need my other green onion for something for tomorrow. I think I'm going to make the taco soup tomorrow. If you want to look for that video, it's going to kind of be a tortilla soup, vegetable soup. So that's super easy. Use your kitchen scissors for your green onion. It's so cool, so easy. Then I'm going to see how many of these strawberries I can get in here. Probably almost all of them. They look pretty good. This is going to be the last strawberry run. It's going to be October, as we all know, and you might find them again, and you might not. And if you do and they're really pale, look to see where they're coming from. It might not be worth it, but desperate measures. These were pretty good strawberries, as long as you check them right when you get home. Take them out of that container. That container also helps to contaminate the strawberries and the ones around it. So that fits perfectly. And either use a green veggie fruit bag that I've shown you before. This one I washed up. This is what the strawberries were in. A green Debbie green container. Okay, so we can get this stuff thrown out, and then let's see what else we can put in. Okay, so now I'm going to show you this beautiful tomato I got yesterday. Look at that. That's what it's supposed to be. Natural, beautiful, homegrown tomato from the lady's stand. It was in her garden. And this is my Rada cutlery. It's a high carbon stainless made in the USA. So these are my tomato knives. Love it. It's just so fun to have certain things special. This I'm going to cut out the hard stem. And then I'm just going to prep this, but the other things going in is the avocado, and I won't peel that until right before we eat. And then an apple, same thing. I'm going to peel and cut that up right before we eat. So some of this I'll prep, and literally it's kind of soft, which is fine, but I'm just going to prep it, making that little bit of noise on the board. Be careful too, it's sharp. So this, if I was going to do beautiful rounds, if I was going to do it like caprese, that I wouldn't be cutting it this way, but this will just be put on top of your salad. So beautiful, the tomato. I'll show you. Okay. So that's cut up, and then you can just put the amount you want. I might cut them smaller. I'm going to cut a little bit more because you know what? Why not? I got it out and it'll fit, right? You can't free cut this. It's not like you could do this in your hand like a potato or something, where I do that a lot. There's the free style cutting. Now this one will have to be used up, so okay, let me get that in there this way. There we go. You know what I need is one of those neck, normally I have my apron on, but I need one of those neck, what do they call them? The dish towel that goes around your neck. And you can wipe your hands on that. Okay, so that's prepped up. So we have strawberries, we have cucumber, we have onion, we have a little bit of green onion. We're going to get this put away, our tomato, and then we have the apple and the avocado, and I'll show you one more thing. So you might want to try this. So delicious, sweet and tangy. It's from a specific farm, and they sell it, of course. And it has, I'll read the ingredients: dried cranberries, sunflower, honey, roasted almonds, dried blueberries, natural flavor, sunflower oil. It's so fun to sprinkle on your salad. So if you find this, give it a try. You'll love it. It gives a little bit of sweetness and tartness with everything. And definitely, I will cut in some of the turkey and the cheese. So thanks for joining. I hope you have a great Monday. And Monday's Monday, right? But this is our last week of the portion of September. Welcome to October, which means a lot of baking and a lot of cooking. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye. All prepped up. Yay.